Hello, everybody, and welcome to this 15-minute stretch. Go ahead, get started in a cross-legged position on your mat, and we'll just begin with some gentle neck rolls, just letting the body get nice and loose. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then go ahead and reverse your neck circle, going in the other direction. This is a great stretch to do at the beginning of your day, the end, after a workout. Good. Go ahead, shimmy out those shoulders and take a nice lateral stretch to one side. Palm facing down, really reaching that arm long. Breathing through the side body here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Come up and over. Walk forwards, hinging from the hips. Bringing your chest towards the floor. For a deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Roll up the spine. Sit up tall and let's take it to the other side. So big inhale, flipping your palm down, opening through the side of the body here. Keeping that opposite glute on the mat still. Exhale to come up. Good. Go ahead and come towards the long ways of your mat. Stay seated in your cross-legged position, and we'll do some seated cat-cows here. Exhale to tuck the tail slightly, curve through the spine. Inhale, open through the chest, shoulders, send the head back. Good. Exhale, and inhale to open that chest. This should feel yummy. Keep it going. Making sure throughout this whole sequence to move organically. Doesn't really matter what it looks like, it should just feel good. And then pop those hands behind your body to open the front side of the chest. And let's swing around into a nice all fours. You can just take some little hip dips, just, do whatever makes you feel good. I do this first thing every morning and it feels good. Go ahead, you're just going to send your chest through your shoulders and then bring it back up. So dropping your sternum and then pushing it away from the mat. Inhale, drop. Exhale, push. Good. Go ahead. We're going to do some cat-cows here. Feel free to move the body a bit more though. So you can inhale, drop the chest and take your hips slightly forwards. Exhale as you curve the spine and send your glutes maybe a little bit further back. You can get really creative here. Do some circles, maybe come forwards into a cobra or an up dog. Just listening to your body and moving with it. Good. All right, separate your knees a little bit wider than hip width apart. Take one arm up and then exhale, weave it under your other arm for a beautiful thread the needle. You can lift your other arm up and over. Set it on top of your hip, whatever feels good. And take some deep breaths. Making sure that belly button is going towards your spine, really decompressing all of your digestive organs here. Set that arm down, come up nice and slow, and we'll just take it to the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale as you weave under, setting the back of your shoulder onto the mat, keeping your hips right over your knees, if not a little bit further forwards. And just breathe. This is so good for the mobility of your spine, and it just feels great. Feels mega delicious for your body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. And then once again, slowly make your way back into your all fours. Tuck your toes and push back into your lovely downward dog. You can pedal your feet here. I really like getting right underneath of my toes for a very delicious foot stretch too. Send your chest down. Move your shoulders away from your ears and just keep moving. Good. Going into some spinal rolls. Inhale as you roll through your plank. Exhale to bend the knees back into down dog. Try to move as fluidly as possible here, like a wave. So inhale, rolling over that body. Exhale, push back. Inhale, it's like a whale, or a wave, not a whale. It's like a wave that's about to crash. And then go ahead, you can walk your feet a little bit closer to get deeper into the back of those legs. Good. And come on down onto your knees. And again, just open through the front of that chest. All right, let's lunge. So pick a leg, any leg, take it forwards in front of you. Make sure your knee and your ankle are in one straight line. That's your job. From here, you can do whatever you want with your hands. You're trying to send your hip flexor through your body. So drop your pelvis. You can take one arm up and over. I really like this because you also get a really good core stretch. You can set both hands on that bent knee. You can take prayer. You can do a lot of different things. So just play. And again, breathing is your friend. So keep inhaling through the nose and exhaling out. All right, everyone's favorite, the quad stretch. Go ahead, shift your weight a little bit further forwards if you need to. You're gonna bend your back leg and you're gonna try and grab that foot and press the heel against your butt. This is my essential stretch personally because I am quad heavy and my quads get so tight. And so in order to make sure that my other muscles, my inner thighs, more of my outer thigh are getting used, I have to stretch out my quads and tell them to, tame a little bit. This one can hurt though. So take it easy. You can always do this next to a wall and prop yourself up a little bit using the wall, or even a roller or a yoga block would work great. Good. All right, release that leg. You're gonna shimmy your back leg out just a little bit and push back into your half split. Make sure that your back knee is right underneath of the hip. And then the leg that's straight, that hip, you're gonna wanna torque it back so that your hips are even. The tendency is to let the hip of the straight leg be a little bit further forwards. No. From here, you can just rest, or you can do what I'm doing, some little waves with the upper body. Just exhaling to come down closer to that leg, inhaling to push away. I find that doing this a little bit before holding the stretch helps me get deeper. Just breathe. Try to relax, right? Deep inhale through the nose. This should feel yummy. Big exhale through the mouth. Good. Nice and slow. If it's within your practice, shimmy out into your splits. You don't have to do this. You can practice, right? Like a little fun never killed anyone. But be careful. Listen to your body. I'm still practicing on getting my hips to be perfectly square in a split. I think that's hard stuff. So if you are going for your splits, maybe you start with a tuck toe for the back foot, tuck the toe of the back foot. But if not, all good. All right, if you are in your splits, come on out, find a pike, and just fold over those legs. You can play with your ankles, do some circles, flex, point, just breathe. Take out any tension in your neck and upper body. We're already more than halfway there, and I bet you feel really good. So don't neglect the stretch. I neglected the stretch for a lot of time because I was like, no, I don't have time. Don't do it. You'll feel so much better. All right, other side. So we're in our lunge. Same thing, right? Knee over ankle. And here I'm just showing a few different hand positions you could take. A really good one is to put your hands on your glutes and to push your butt forwards. Just adds a little bit more oomph, But you have tight hips, it can kind of hurt a little bit. Just be careful, listen to your body. Move really slowly in and out of these stretches and just make sure you're a little warm before getting into it. All right, everyone's favorite, bend your back leg, reach for that foot, and then pull it towards your glute. You can also have someone very gently push your heel towards your butt for you. Again, listen to your body. This is a very intense stretch, and I've been doing this for years. So if yours does not look like mine, don't be hard on yourself. Just, practice. And again, you can play around with holding your foot with one arm, with the other arm, putting your weight down a little bit more, or standing nice and tall, stacking your spine over your hips. The more you stretch, the more you get to learn what your body likes. So just play around. And don't forget to drink lots of water after stretching, foam rolling, etc. Alrighty, just a few more breaths here. Slowly let that leg go. Set one hand on each side of the foot that's forwards and push yourself back into your half splits. Again, your markers here, make sure the back knee is right underneath of the hip. Take the hip of the leg that's in front, and I want you to tweak it back so that your hips are both even. And then again, you can stay low towards that leg that's flexed, or you can do some upper body waves. I just love a good upper body wave personally. Just make sure you're breathing. If you're feeling extra spunky, you could always take that front foot and have it against a roller, against a block, against a wall. The more flexed it is, the more intense the stretch is, especially through the bottom of the foot, the Achilles, the calf. I don't know if I just said the calf or a calf, but I know it's called a calf. I might have just gotten mixed up in my words. Alrighty. Keep breathing. And then we're going to transition into our split. So here you can see I tuck my back toes under. My hips are a little bit more square than they were. They're still not the squarest of hip. Like I said, I'm working on it. But if you're in your splits, just go on ahead and fold. Another great way to practice splits is to have your back leg bent and you're just reaching for that front leg. Again, you can choose all sorts of different positions for your arms and your upper body here. Maybe I'll do a video on, getting your splits soon, but not today. All right, go ahead, hop on out nice and gentle. Sit over on your glutes, bend your knees, and just drop them side to side. Windshield wipers are so underrated. Like, what a great stretch. What a great stretch. This is really good to do, like, if you sit at a desk all day, or drive a lot, or do anything. It's just wonderful. All right, find a cross-legged position here. Give yourself a little shimmy, a little shake. Get the energy out. And then big inhale up, push it away. Big inhale through the nose, welcoming new energy, positive energy, light energy, pushing away anything that's stagnant. And one more here. Big inhale, lengthen through your spine, grow maybe an inch, and then bring it all down to your heart. Good. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you feel wonderful, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.